So let's jump into the next review. Dylan, what game is that?
It's the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
My favorite game of all time.
Woo! Yep.
Without a doubt, my favorite game of all time, so I'm a little biased.
Just a smidgen.
True, he is kind of obsessed with it.
Oh, shit. Should I get my ringtones?
Oh, no, that's okay.
Somebody text him. Oh, for the love of God, somebody text him. It's the most hilarious thing.
Wait up.
Yeah, just wait a second.
Just talk. Talk about the game.
You know what?
Talk about the game.
The gameplay is obviously, it's the greatest, I'd say the greatest action-adventure game ever.
Yes.
Just going to put that out there. It set the bar for every 3D Zelda.
Yes.
It did.
It did. Well, you know what? The thing is that you look back at it now, and I'm afraid on the Virtual Console, the game's going to get a bad rep because people are going to play it on the Virtual Console and say, you know what, this game is not better than Twilight Princess. But you know what? The thing is, the problem is that when this game came out, it was so much greater than anything else ever released.
Yeah.
That it has to be considered, in my opinion, the greatest game of all time.
I'm going to put this out here. I actually played it on one of those copies on the GameCube disc when you, like, whenever, I don't remember exactly, pre-ordered Wind Waker or whatever. I played it on one of my friend's copies, like, a year ago. And I still loved it. I still thought it was probably one of the best.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my
Things ever,
let me give my text message tone here.
Okay, this is pretty...
Every time he gets a text message, he has to hold it up like he found something. We are nerds.
Wow, we are.
But we are funny.
Wow. What people call me?
And the music stuff.
I don't know if that one will pick up so well.
I don't really know.
Twilight Princess theme.
Oh, is that
okay, so anyway, I'm
worried
worried about this one because I think the fact is that the game, I'm afraid people are going to judge it based on games now. And the truth is, you know what, Twilight Princess might have been an overall better game. I will not deny that. But the fact, the thing is when you do the game. You know what? Here's the thing. I can invent sliced bread. You know, I can invent that, and that is amazing. And 10 years later, or in, you know, the Ocarina of Time's case, 8, you can invent an even better sliced bread. And you know what? That bread might be sliced better, and it might be a superior product. But you know what? It's not as great as what you felt when you first had sliced bread. You know what I mean?
That's a weird analogy, but I think I got it. It's perplexing.
Yes.
That might actually be more confusing than the
and a little confusing.
Storyline.
Well, I'm just saying anything. Zelda, in its time, if you look back in 1998, when this game was released, it was so far above anything else you had played. And I don't think people remember what you were playing in 1998. I mean, Super Mario 64 was great, and other than that, you know, you were playing Tomb Raider. Go back and play Tomb Raider on the PSX, and, you know, go play Crash Bandicoot, and you realize that the games out there, compared to what we have now, were more or less shit. And Zelda was perfect.
Yeah, Zelda was
nearly flawless. It did everything. It was, and if it wasn't perfect, it was leaps and bounds over anything else that any other game had ever done.
Yes.
So that's why you need to pick it up. The music, the characters, you know, the sound effects themselves, like my cell phone ring.
Yeah.
You know, everything in the game was set up so wonderfully that it was just unbelievable. And it was definitely something, if you haven't experienced it, you know, the bosses, the character design, you know, the level design, the world design, whatever it was done with such care. You really need to pick up the game.
Yep.
Some cons, Dylan. Do we have some cons?
Some glitches.
But you see, I argue because the glitches, in my opinion, never came into play. And I was huge with Zelda when it came out. Huge. But the glitches never came into play when you were playing through the game. And in fact, most of the glitches never even occurred unless you did something totally outside the realm of what you should be doing in regular gameplay.
Yeah.
I got a couple glitches when I played through. Like, I'd have to restart the game. I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
You had to restart the game?
I don't know if it was the
Were you sure? Yeah, the GameCube version?
Just from the last time I saved, it would freeze and stuff. I think it might have been the...
Oh, maybe it was the emulator that was running.
Yeah, maybe it was just the... I don't know if the Virtual Console was running a different one.
Well, it's running an emulator, so anything could happen if it has a problem.
Yeah, if it was the same one that's on the GameCube disc thing, I'd be kind of...
It probably won't be.
If it's a different one, then you know what? That's probably...
It definitely probably... I mean, it's going to be like the same ROM, but it's not running on... It's running on a different emulator. I would
say. Those problems could be cleared up.
Yes. Problem is there's no rumble feature. The controls on the GameCube, but you can use the GameCube or the Virtual Console controller, but it's still, I think, the 64 controller is the best controller for the game because it was designed for that controller. You lose rumble feature, and but it's still a great game. Definitely pick it up. If you've never played it, go drop 1,000 points right now, and you will not regret it.
Yeah.
Do not even think twice about it. Go drop the points, and you will not regret it once. Take my advice. We gave it a 10 out of 10. Our first perfect rating, but it's not very hard for this game. You will be very hard pressed to find any game which does everything better than this game. If that makes sense.
I don't think that's possible.
You'll be hard pressed to find a game who does even parts of a game better than this game.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Because everything you do in this game is perfect for what it does.
Yes.
10 out of 10. Pick it up if you've never played it. If you have played it, you know what? Maybe it's not worth 1,000 points. I'll give you that. Because I probably won't pick it up for 1,000 points because I have 2 GameCube copies sitting around, my 64 copy. I don't need another copy of it. But if you've never played it, go out right now, buy 1,000 points, and buy this game right now. You'll play through it all week. It'll be the best adventure you've ever been on. So that's Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.